this man is in my way for what I want to do.
I'm in his way, he's in my way.
Come a bit closer, let me see them cuts. Are they all right?
All right, mate. Yeah, they're holding up. Don't worry.
They're holding out, all right.
As soon as we get in that ring, obviously, we're going to try and take each other's
Gloves
heads
are off. Yeah,
we're going to.
July 27th at the O2 London, live on TNT Sports. Two of the very best super featherweights in the country will collide. Unbeaten versus unbeaten, 15-0 versus 25-0. Ryan the Piranha Garner meets Archie the Sharpshooter Sharp. Today, they talk. This is Locked In. Let's begin. When this fight was first talked about, when it was first presented to you, I'll start with you, Ryan. What did you think?
Well, first time I did hear about it was at the last press conference. That's the first I heard about it when you was bringing it up and that for the last fight. It is what it is. It's a fight at the end of the day. You just got to get on with it.
And Archie, what did you think when this fight was presented to you?
I think it's a great fight. It's a great fight. It's a fight that I've needed for a long time. It's another unbeaten fighter. He's got the belt. He's champion. So yeah, this is what's needed. And I think it's great for the sport of boxing. You know, both putting unbeaten records on the line. So early on in the careers, I've been a pro now for a little while. But I mean, it's I think it's great for the boxing.
You said it there. Both putting your unbeaten records on the line here. Who's got more to gain? Who's got more to lose?
Personally, I think obviously Archie's been about longer, well, not longer, like similar time, but he's ahead of me, ain't he, really? So if anything, I've got more to gain. He's got more to lose. But we've both got loads to gain from it. Do you know what I mean? Whoever wins this opens a lot of doors, big shows, innit? Big fights happening. So whoever wins got a lot to gain.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. At the end of the day, when Ryan Garner's name was mentioned, people was like, why do you want to take this fight? Do you know what I mean? He's another unbeaten kid. Like, we was talking with Oscar Valdez, Shakur Stevenson's, Navarrete. They're the names we was in company with. But obviously for the last couple of years, how my career's kind of planned out with the inactivity. And you see on my last fight what happens when I take my eye off the ball. So for this year, this is a brilliant fight, and like I say, he's a good kid. And there's a lot to gain for myself. It's something that Archie Sharp needs. I haven't had this buzz in boxing since, you could argue, since 2018 when I boxed Leon Woodstock.
Think about that time he was flying and I was off the radar, if you know what I mean? So it's kind of like flipped around a bit, do you know what I mean? I'm a bit more active now. Obviously he's just come back and that, so yeah, it's all gelled together nicely now.
What did you think of his last fight?
I'll be truthfully honest, I haven't watched it, obviously. I'm not a massive boxing fan, do you know what I mean? Realistically, I know Archie's a good fighter, I know what he's about. Obviously, when I first turned pro, he just not long turned pro, so we've been coming up on the same shows anyway. So I know how he fights and how good he is. But I haven't looked at the fight for myself. I've been told, obviously, the first round he got dropped twice. But I can't take nothing away from that, do you know what I mean? He's a good fighter, he's going to be switched on compared to that, so just got to do what I've got to do.
Got knocked down a couple of times in the first round. Turned up in a Lamborghini.
Mm-hmm.
Did you turn up in a Lamborghini to your call?
If I could afford one, I would. But nah, mate, yeah, just fair play to him. He turns up wherever he wants to turn up, do you know what I mean? I'll turn up, I'll turn up. It's just, everyone's got different preferences, is it? So him turning up in a Lamborghini ain't going to make a difference to how he fights, is it? Do you know what I mean? So it's just one of them things.
Got Roy Jones as part of your team now as well, last couple of years.
Yeah.
That's quite something, Archie. How's that going to affect this? What sort of advantages does that give you?
I think with Roy, he's been at a level where I've never experienced, and obviously he's one of the greatest to ever lace the gloves. To have his expertise from what we need, and I think that obviously gains an advantage on my side. But yeah, no, I'm blessed. I'm truly blessed to have such a legend guiding me.
What do you think? He's got Roy Jones with him. That's quite a coup. It's one of the best fighters of all time, right? Yeah,
obviously. It's all right having people out. Obviously, Roy's Roy, Archie's Archie, innit, at the end of the day, so I can't look into that and think, because at the end of the day, it's Archie getting in there, not Roy, do you know what I mean? So I ain't going to look much into that. It is what it is.
Doesn't give him any advantages?
Confidence, I don't know. You have to ask him what it gives him, do you know what I mean? Like, but in my eyes, not much, do you know what I mean? Obviously, it gives him eyesight experience in that, but he's not in the ring, is he, at the end of the day?
Listen, I know you're both family men. I know you're both good guys. You had a nice little chat outside beforehand as well, but this is serious stuff, Archie. I know you've got a few kids, you've got your missus, you've got your house. This sort of fight, you want the next house, you want the bigger house. You have to start coming through guys like Ryan Garner.
You see the Archie Sharp in May with the Lamborghinis and not giving a shit what's going on, just turning up, thinking I'm going to go in there and do a job and come home. You won't be seeing that again, mate, trust me. This is obviously business now. This man here is in my way for what I want to do for my career. This is why I took the fight, accepted the fight. I think I need this fight. Listen, I'm confident in my ability and what I can do. As long as I do what I believe I can do, I believe I'll beat Ryan. But yeah, this is a fight that's very much well needed, and I've got 4 kids and I'm hungry. Do you know what I mean?
4,
your man's on 1, so he's hungry a bit. I'm on 4.
Nah, too far. I didn't realise you have 4 kids. Yeah, fair play, mate. Now, but like you say, we're both family men. We both want to provide for our families. So I'm in his way, he's in my way. As soon as we get in that ring, obviously, we're going to try and take each other's heads off.
Gloves are off, yeah. We're
going to try and take each other's heads off. We're fighters at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? You could be friends in the after, before, but it's just when you get in there, the bell rings, you go at it, and then that's it. And then we move on. So you got to win the fight, and then whoever wins this, it's massive doors are opening. So
massive doors.
Where does the loser go?
We're both still young, really. What are you, 28?
29 now,
29, sorry, I'm 26. That's nothing, realistically. I'm just coming into my prime, 26 years old. So still, obviously, I believe I'm not going to lose. But let's just say whoever does lose, there's still loads of time left. We're still young. So
there's options there, 100%. There's options there. But what I feel for myself is I'm 29. Archie Sharp at 24, 25 when I boxed Leon Woodstock, or I think I might have been 23. Archie Sharp now beats Archie Sharp then. So for me, I believe in timing. I feel like, obviously, look, he's a great kid, like I say, but my experience will show this in this fight. I do believe that's my personal opinion. And but yeah, regardless what happens, listen, I've only got a vision to be the one raising the hand and the new. Do you know what I mean? That's my vision. So, but I think regardless, some great fights. Super featherweight division is booming. You've got Jordan Gill, Bellotti. I think Bellotti's got the British. Lee Woods in the mix. There's loads of great fights in Zelfa Barrett. So there's loads.
Are you two on the same sort of level, or is he ahead of you because he's the champion? He's defending against you. What do you think?
I'm not a Frank Warren fighter. I'm just come on the show. He's the champion. I'm the underdog. That's how we want to be, you know. That's what everyone had me at, 4-1 underdog against Woodstock, and hopefully they do the same with this fight and all. So yeah, he can be there if he wants, and he's the champion. I mean, I'm coming in the second round, mate.
It's hard to say, like you say, like who's ahead of who, really, because look, he's 25 and I'm only 15, you know, in aspect of experience. He's ahead, do you know what I mean? But he's had the break, I've had the break. Like, I don't get me wrong, I've got the title, but it's hard to say who has got the head of each other, do you know what I mean? Because obviously he's been there, he's had a lot more fights than me, so it's hard.
Ryan is Ryan at the end of the day. I don't feel like Ryan can get on the back foot and outbox me. So I think my personal opinion is that Ryan's going to get himself as fit as he can, strong as he can, and he's going to try and push the fight. That is what I'm expecting for Ryan's game plan. Whereas if you said, what's Archie Sharp's game plan? I don't even know myself. There's a few things we're working on, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I don't know if I'm going to turn up southpaw, I don't know if I'm going to turn up square on, I don't know how I'm going to come. Ryan Garner, I believe, has got a style where he's just going to get himself as fit as he can, as strong as he can, but and try and make it all work for me for 10 rounds. Do you know what I mean? That's what I believe the game plan is.
We just have to see on the night, won't we? Do you know what I mean? See what
happens. If he does come and box on the back foot, then listen, then it's saying what all great fighters have got to learn to do, and this is called adapting.
There'll be moments in there where I'll be having my success, he'll be having his success and stuff like that, do you know what I mean? So just got to see what happens on the night.
What do you do better than Ryan Garner?
Listen, for example, let's just say Liam Dillon, great, listen, tough game. Me personally, I feel that with the amount of cuts and the damage that was done, if that was myself, obviously I won't be getting hit like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Liam Dillon's a punch bag, and there was a lot of marks there. So that's what I would say I'll do better. I'll try not to get hit. That's the art of the game for me, hit and not get hit. Do you know what I mean? There's no, man, that's not discrediting your performance. It was a great performance. And listen, that Dillon's a tough old man. Man. You can throw the kitchen sink.
I admit, see last fight, even though I've said loads, I got hit way too much and my left hand was down loads. Do you know what I mean? Obviously he's going to be watching that. He's going to be looking at my last fight. I kept my left hand down. I was getting caught with a lot. I ain't gonna be like I was for that fight. Do you know what I mean? And I think he knows that as well. Like, I've learned from that. I've made loads of mistakes in that fight, so I'm gonna becoming better than that. Do you know what I mean?
What is it that you think you do better than Archie Sharp? Tell him.
Don't know, mate. Like, he's a very good fighter, isn't he? Like, he's a very, very good boxer. Unorthodox, very good on his feet. I just feel I'm just gonna, just have to make him work for it. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna have to work for it, definitely.
I've got to come as the challenger to fight the champion. He's the champion now. Do you know what I mean? He's the WBC champion.
Yeah,
so that's,
it was weird saying that much. I mean, I feel like
he's the champion. I'll come
weird,
for him, mate. My WBO days. Listen, I'm still highly ranked number 3, and yeah, we'll pick that up. But at the minute, that's a different course, mate. We're on the BC route, and I'm coming into the challenger. So yeah, this isn't unforeign territory for myself in regards of having to fight the champion. But either way, I think it's a great night, great, going to be a great event. And I'm looking forward to seeing the best Ryan Garner.
It's going to be a good fight. I know. Listen, people are going to be getting their money's worth definitely in this fight. So
strictly business.
I'm ready for it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Listen, it's what I need as well. Do you know what I mean?
I haven't seen you since the fight though. Come a bit closer. Let me see them cuts. Are they all right?
All right, mate. Yeah, they're holding up. Don't worry.
They're holding out. All right, mate. Let's have a look.
They'll be all right. They'll be all right.
Are they not tender anymore?
Nah. Dude, listen, mate. To be fair, they're only cuts in there. Like, that didn't stop me from last fight. I got cut. Don't make a difference, does it? Cut's a cut. You just got to push through it.
Big consequences, it feels like, for the winner. We know Kakachi Warrington is happening at Wembley Stadium.
Yeah, Kakachi.
You were scheduled to fight Anthony Kakachi at one point as well. Shows how close you were to getting to that level. Is that on your mind here, that the winner could be in line?
Yeah, obviously, I believe that's there for the winner. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, now with Frank, he's with Frank and stuff like that, whoever wins that. But I think, I was lucky to get that fight, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean? He was a massive name compared to me. I don't even think I had a title fight before that, did I? I don't know. Well, I defended my WC. I was lucky to even get that chance. And I believe everything happens for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, the reason that fight never went ahead is because it potentially could have been too soon for me. And then I could have stepped up and then lost, do you know what I mean? So everything happens for a reason. I'm a big believer in that. And I think that fight most surely would have been too... Obviously, I wanted to take it because I'm a fighter. Do you know what I mean? I want to get fair. But that most surely was too soon for me then. So now I'm slowly getting in the right. I'm getting in these tough fights now, building up to these.
And Archie, I've seen you linked with Shakur Stevenson, tweeting him. He's tweeted you back.
No more names. There's no Shakurs. There's no Navarretes. There's no Oscar Valdez. There's no Kakachis. There's no one in a minute. The only man I've got on my focus at the minute is Ryan Garner. I've done all that mistake. This is what I'm saying with experience. See, the last fight, I was talking about July 27th at the O2, and I was thinking, I'll turn up tonight, get in there, do what I've got to do, pull up in a Lambo, look good, enjoy the moment. But I enjoyed it a little bit too much last time. And I paid a very, very... Fortunately, I got through it, and I showed my heart, and I showed I can weather the storm and get through the fight. But listen, there's no other men, mate. There's no other men. It's Ryan Garner's the only person I've actually been visualising now for the last... Well, God, since it's been made. And until we've got 2 weeks left, and it's going to be Ryan. So there's no other fighters on my radar at the minute. Me and Ryan are going to be centre, and we're going to be trading away.
Trading leather, yeah. So I love fighting, mate. I love a good fight, so.
He loves it. And people don't realise I love a good old fight and all, but I just don't always showcase it, you know? But listen, I'm in great shape. Your man's in great shape. So yeah, listen, I think first round, centre of the ring, and we'll go from there. And then next, we'll see what happens after that.
We're just gonna leave it all in the ring and then shake hands after. That's all it is. It's fighting. It's a job at the end of the day for me. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing personal. And I'm ready to go in there and provide for my family and put it all on the line.
Ryan, Archie, thank you very much.
God bless you, man. And bring the best Ryan Garner, and I'll bring the best Archie Sharp.
100%. That's good, man. I look forward to it. It's good.